He wasn't in the original 6 on the programme. So a gift then to Meath, and they can take over once again from this sideline ball. Twisted down by Tony Davis to the waiting Jimmy Kerrigan. There's a lot of ground ahead of him between here and the Meath goal. Liam Hayes with a couple of elbows and a couple of nudges being thrown around there, and the referee, I think, was going to produce the book. And Liam Hayes becomes the 3rd Meath player to have his name taken in this year's final. It was really his over-eagerness to refuse the Cork men any ground that carried him into that situation. Conor Coonahan low for Tony Leahy. Leahy who scored a point against Kerry in the replayed Munster final. And his path to goal denied by Martin O'Connell. The referee says you were holding on to the Cork man. So a free for Tompkins. This is when they really need his shooting boots now. Again, he kicks into the breeze, having missed a few chances from pretty far out in the second half. But he's certainly been the man, or one of the main people, to carry them through to this year's final. And he's about to keep them in a racing goal. It's the second one which is dropped short. He's sacrificing distance, I feel, for accuracy in the breeze. McEntee. Tony Davis can't hold it. It comes to Colm O'Rourke. Good open space in front of him. That's Brian Stafford. Bernard Flynn. Here's a chance for another score. And Meath don't miss with that kind of opportunity. Bernard Flynn, his opening score of the match. It's gone 20 minutes into the second half. Gaps appeared and Meath punished them. John Kearns in a hurry now to take the kick out with a full 5 points between the sides. Meath now trying to impose their will on this final. Colm O'Rourke will be hoping that the rest of the team have the killer instinct now to finish off this Cork challenge. That rather wild clearance away from goal, and there was a push in any case by Bernard Flynn. Free to Cork from the end line. Kearns takes it quickly. Liam Hayes gets in between 2 Cork men to take it down confidently. Now they're showing a bit of authority in their play, Meath. So determined to win. Stafford the chip, and there are now 6 points between the sides. 6 points between the teams. Brian Stafford also the scorer of 6 points. So now you would have to say, if you were a betting man, that with 13 minutes to go, it looks as though it's going to be the day of the green and gold.
Certainly looks like that, Gerard. Meath are putting it together very well now. Unlike what they did in the first half, they're making spaces, they're playing the ball around to one another, and playing very confidently.
Kerrigan trying to reply quickly for Cork, looking for backup support, then stealing inside. Teddy McCarthy. Well, the pass might have been given a moment or two earlier. Instead, Meath have enough time to channel men back in front of the goal as clearing kicks and onside. At that time, we had an indication of a Cork forward going through, Jimmy Kerrigan, and the thing about it really is, we all know he's a great defender. There he didn't seem to have the instinct of a forward.
No, and I think also full credit to the Meath defence, because they forced every forward that got possession to backpedal. Full credit to the Meath defence as well.
And here Meath bringing on a substitute, and of course it's the familiar figure of Colm Coyle. Joe Castle's the one who makes way for him. Sean Boylan, I think, wants to give his star half-back, Colm Coyle, who came back for Chicago for this year's semi-final. And now he finds himself playing in the final. And interestingly, he's playing him in the forward line. Here he is, Colm Coyle. Nice ball inside. Beggy. A point. A blasting shot which could just about have gone anywhere. And David Beggy is totally on song. Meath enjoying the afternoon. Beggy's 3rd point. And there's a fair bit of space and daylight now between these two teams. It's been Meath's second half, no question or doubt about that. Cork have only scored 1 point in the second half so far. Paddy Hayes has come on for Cork. Christy Ryan is going off. They've made their 3 changes. Here's Paddy Hayes. Got a goal against Galway in the drawn match. To Tompkins, who saved their bacon that day. Trying to get by Jerry McEntee. And McEntee is the 4th player to have his name taken. McEntee employed in Limerick as a surgeon, makes the long journey from Limerick to Navan for training. And just look at this, some of the fans, some of those Cork supporters think they've seen all they want to see. They feel it's not going to be their day, as Tompkins chips, and as if to confirm what the fans outside seem to believe, he has put it wide. Hasn't had a good second half from Freeze, but I'm sure all fair-minded Cork people will say, well, he certainly was the man of our championship this year. Paddy Hayes gathering that loose kick out. Under pressure, drops it. Belts it low along the ground, rather hopefully, but it's a Cork side now, in attack at least, playing rather rudderless. 2 Corkmen going for the 1 ball, and it's that kind of day. Between them, they totally mess it up. And it's a Meath line ball. A weary-looking Teddy McCarthy. So many championship matches he's played this year. He's played 9. Dennis Welch has played 10. He missed the opening game of the football championship against Limerick on the 22nd of June. But Meath looking composed and poised as McEntee takes that line ball, taken by Tony Nation with difficulty. Referee acknowledged there was a foul, allows a Cork advantage. Teddy McCarthy. Challenge very high and late that time, was behind the referee's back, but again an advantage as it accrues. Conor Coonahan from Tompkins, the captain, nudge in the back, advantage allowed. Tompkins, and it's wide just when they needed a goal. Tompkins, oh, he went across as you saw, and he's floored Robbie O'Malley, and what a dreadful way to finish a season, and that should be a sending off offence, there's no question or doubt about it. The referee has put 4 players already. That was absolutely deliberate, whatever about the foul that happened before it. Well, he's taken the name, there it is, that was O'Malley. And I don't know about you, for me, that was a sending-off offence.
Yes, Gerard, it's sad to see a player who was the star all season having to resort to those kind of tactics at this stage now.
So he stays on the field. Kevin Foley here. And Meath men in support. Meath men with time to look up and place their passes accurately, a sign of a team going somewhere. This Meath team are going to victory. As Stafford chips and Stafford scores. His arms raised in the air for a moment. He can well afford to salute that score. It's his 7th. Meath 114, Cork 9 points, and 8 minutes to go. And these Meath fans, with only 3 All-Ireland successes, 49, 54 and 67, is this to be their 2nd All-Ireland final victory against Cork? Big lines thundering after this one. The captain who inspires. Again, a wild tackle by Larry Tompkins, seems to have lost his cool just for a moment. Martin O'Connell into space towards Colm O'Rourke, will hold, challenged, trying to get by John Evans. That bandage left knee saying it all of the damage that he has done to his leg a couple of seasons ago. There's a nudge there to Colm Coyle. Tony Davis picking it up, having played his heart out, but played in defence, a defence which has taken a lot of pressure in the second half. John O'Driscoll, up at full forward now. A position many people, myself included, consider to be his best. In for Tony Leahy. Just when they needed a score, Leahy has blazed it outside. He protests, but really, he knows very well it was a chance. But for a young man appearing in his first All-Ireland final, it can look so easy from up here and so difficult down there. This is it again. A little bit of inexperience, really, as O'Driscoll and Leahy combined. The chance was on there. Martin O'Connell did well to impede him in any case. Teddy McCarthy is side now behind, 17 points to 9. Colm O'Neill chipping it hopefully in. That's easy meat really for Mick Lyons. Absolutely enjoying himself down there at the moment. Mick Lyons, who evokes, I think, twin emotions in many people. Some see him as the Iron Man, the hard man of the defence. Others see him as just a gentle giant. Tony Davis down for Liam Hayes, and Meath now will want to just confidently play out the last 5.5 minutes. Is there a Cork response? Paddy Hayes, Lyons again. He's playing inspired stuff, but Cork have now resorted to playing that kind of ball into the square, which is absolutely Mick Lyons' delight. Good fetch, or was it, by Connellan, who drops it down to Colm O'Rourke. The support play from Brian Stafford. Stafford has found his confidence, if not exactly the shooting boots with that particular one, but he's the kind of player, Brian Stafford, who's playing loose. And here's Pádraig Lyons, and I think now Sean Boylan wants to give some of his great players who have been loyal to him over the last few years a chance to experience the action in Croke Park this afternoon, to be part of a winning team. Nation chips it outside, intended for Teddy McCarthy. Jerry McIntyre, steady as a rock, but not exactly the best forward in the business. Doesn't make any difference with 4.5 minutes left. Meath comfortably in command of this All-Ireland final, leading by 114 to 9 points. They're led by just a point at half-time. It's Martin O'Connell who's going off. Terry Ferguson has come across to wing back, and in midfield it's Tompkins who takes it out of the ruck of players. Fouled as he was doing so. Larry Tompkins forward for John O'Driscoll, but just too far forward. The heads have dropped a little bit now in those red shirts, but the Meath men enjoying every solitary second of it as we watch Colm Coyle into space. Colm O'Rourke on, intended for Bernard Flynn, but a vigilant Tony Davis cuts out. Paddy Hayes, and it's Teddy McCarthy who takes it forward, but there are 8 points between the teams. 3.5 minutes remaining. Tompkins here wants to finish with a flourish, and that's just Cork's second point of this second half. Larry Tompkins sixth, the first from play. So the clock in the top right-hand corner counting down as the referee checks with just 3 minutes to go. And certainly, Enda Colleran, on the evidence of what we've seen so far, Meath very deserving winners.
Yes, I think that they have gained the upper hand almost everywhere on the field now, and they're running out deserving winners.
Certainly they've used their experience very much in this second half. A better combined football, got the breaks, it must be said, as well. Colm O'Neill, Liam Harnan pressurised as John O'Driscoll kicks, and another point for Cork, so 2 consolation scores in the last few minutes. John O'Driscoll's first point of this final. So Cork, knowing what they must do, that is score 2 goals in the last 2.5 minutes to level up proceedings. And that, I think, at the end of a tiring season is asking a bit much, but I'm sure they'll fight right to the very end. Liam Hayes, dominant, controlled in the air. Good vision as Kevin Foley has his shot blocked down by Paddy Hayes. It comes to Larry Tompkins. 2 men to his left. Tompkins is tripped, unbalanced, and the referee will call back one of the Meath defenders. I think it was Kevin Foley, the player, who committed the foul that time on Larry Tompkins. And 1 or 2 touches of cramp in evidence around the field at the moment. And just for the record, Kevin Foley, he goes into the book, and so we've had 6 players in the match booked, 5 of them from Meath, 1 from Cork. Larry Tompkins kicking. The groans of disappointment from the Cork fans saying it all. So a minute to go. And certainly the day belongs to the green and gold of Meath. Winners in 1949 when Cavan were the opponents. And it was Cavan they beat again in 1954. And this afternoon history, it seems, being repeated as they beat Cork in 67. And the touch on the ground by Larry Tompkins, free to Meath. Cork Lions here, who's had a dreadful year with injuries, went on the Australian tour with the Irish panel last year but wasn't able to play in any of the matches. PJ Gillick fisting it down towards Colm O'Rourke. And I think if any player deserves an All-Ireland medal, it's Colm O'Rourke, after all the great service he's given Meath and football in general. What a pity the game should end in this kind of spirit. But certainly on balance, it's been a very sporting, very competitive fixture. Meath so dominant, however, in the second half, as that loose ball by one of the Cork forwards, Tony Leahy, was picked up by Meath, and so into injury time. It's Terry Ferguson to lead Meath down towards the railway goal, towards the Cork goal. They want to finish now with a flourish. Dennis Walsh. The referee has a quick check on the watch. Half a minute of injury time played, but it's really only a matter of time. There it is! Yes, Meath have won the All-Ireland final with a team of great strength, great purpose and great resolve, as they showed in the second half. They've won their 4th football title here at Croke Park, the first since 1967, beating Cork in the final by 1 goal and 14 points.
Packed Hill 16 in the back.